Hi, today in this video we'll be converting business loan applications being received in a Notion form onto PDF files. As you can see, we have got a business loan application opened up in the background where we have all the details of the applicant and the corresponding information. So once the details are filled in this particular form and the submit button is clicked, we get a response captured onto the responses view that we can see over here. So let me put it on full width mode. So you can see that we are getting responses onto this particular section. For every response that is being captured, I want to create an automation system where we can create a PDF file for all these particular records. For this, we'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This helps us create PDF files from a Google document with the help of a Notion database. So let's click on Create PDF and understand how this automation will work. So I will quickly sign up with one of my accounts and then we will see the entire automation process. So once you sign in, you will be able to see an interface like this. First is we need to add the database which we are using. Then we need to connect a document to the database. And finally, we need to map all the fields of the database onto the document and create the automation process. So click on the drop down and click on add Notion database. And let us head back to the database. And let me simply copy the database title. So I'm going to copy the entire title from here. Go back, click on next. You will have two options. If you want to create a demo database on your workspace and test out PDF output, use the first option, that is use a template provided by the developer. But if you want to use your own database, so click on select pages and again click on select pages. Enter the database title inside this and you will be able to see the database populate over here. Okay, so let me click on that to select the particular thing, and now you will be able to see the entire business loan application being added over here. Okay, let me remove the other ones which I do not need. Now I would recommend you to always copy the database title and add the same inside the search pages in order to add a database. Do not add the database by selecting these top level pages because it takes a while to load the database and your experience may not be smooth. So always consider adding the database through the search pages window, and that is how you should do it. Besides this, if your database has other relation and roller properties added into that, make sure you are also adding the relational properties database as well as the main database. So in this case, we have business loan application form, which is the primary database. If this is connected to other relational databases, also consider adding the relational databases inside the search pages. So if you do not add the relational database inside the search pages, your relation and roller properties will not appear in the PDF files and thus it will not be considered. So always consider adding the main database as well as all the relational databases whichever you are using in your Notion database. Having considered that, let me quickly scroll down and click on allow access. This will give me access to the business loan application form and we will be able to do the automation setup. Sometimes your application form may not open up, so simply refresh once or twice and then the application form database or any such database will automatically reload. Okay, so I need to reload one or two more times because it takes a while to reload all the databases and it may not correctly capture in the very first attempt. Okay, so let us wait for a few seconds and now you can see the business loan application popping up over here. If you scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of the database visible over here, one below the other. So whatever properties we already have over here in the database, they are visible over here, which we can use to map the properties onto the document. Okay. Next is click on add Google document. You have two options. If you have any existing document on your drive, click on select existing document and you will be able to add the document from here by considering the documents already present. Okay. Since we do not have any document, let me click on add document and add demo document. This will create me a demo document which I can use for the automation setup. So it is going to create me a new document with all the placeholders correctly mapped for me. Let me remove this top part which I do not need and let me remove these placeholders as well. So currently, as you can see, I have all the fields available and each of the fields have been correctly mapped to corresponding properties from the Notion database. Okay. So like we have received by, we have date of birth, we have email, we have address, all these fields are already present over here. Okay. You can see everything has automatically been mapped. So if you want to create a new mapping, just simply click on copy. Let's say I want to add received by field. Click on copy, it will copy that value and you can go to the document and put it anywhere. Okay, let's say I want to put it here. So use Control V or Command V and your particular field will be pasted. Okay. So you can simply copy and paste the properties by using Control V or Command V on your keyboard and this will instantly create the mapping for you inside the document. Okay. Since everything is automatically mapped, I do not need to do it. Now one more thing I need to see before generating the PDF is the PDF file name. Okay, I want to generate the PDF files by the name of the applicant, so I will select the first name of the applicant from this list. So now the PDFs will be created with the first name of the applicant, whatever is there present over here. Okay, another thing to notice here is that if you scroll to the right side, you will be able to see these two additional columns, which is the generate PDF and PDF file. If any of these records are set to ready to generate, the PDFs will be created only for those records, and it will be stored inside the PDF file section over here. So I have set two records as ready to generate, and let me go back and click on download PDF, and now my PDFs will be created right inside this particular section. Okay, so the PDFs generated will be stored here, as well as it will be downloaded to the downloads folder as well. Okay, so now the first file is already out. Let me click open this to see what the output has come out to be, and you can see all the fields have been mapped, fetching the information from the database. Similarly, second file is also out, and the second file also has all the mappings intact, and everything has been precisely mapped with the values from the database. Okay, this is how easy and simple it is to use PDF output for your automation setup. Now after this, I want to highlight one more thing. If everything is in place and correctly set up, you can click on set up Notion automation, and now you do not need to touch PDF output ever again. You do not need to come to this interface and set up everything once again and click on download PDF. You can simply go back here, add new records as and when you wish to add, set the record to ready to generate, and it will automatically create the PDF file right over here. So now when a user is submitting the response, you all need to do is simply set the record as ready to generate. The PDF file will automatically be created right over here. So this happens hands free, and it is completely like on automated mode. You do not need to worry about going to PDF output and doing the entire process once again. This happens really easy and simple to use. Okay, all you need to do is add the records, set it to ready to generate. The files will be created for you right over here using the same automation setup. I hope the entire explanation was clear and helpful to you. If you still have questions, use this chat bubble at the bottom and send me a message. I'll be able to take up issues on this. Or else you can go to the home page and scroll down, and you will have this contact section. Use this contact section and send me an email. I'll be able to take up issues on this. You even have an option to book a free demo. Use this option if you want to have a free walkthrough of the entire